It is November 3rd, um, November 3rd, Thursday, 2022 at 7:36 p.m. And I'm going to Honduras tomorrow. I'm going with my dad, my brother, and me, of course. Hopefully we did everything right. If not, I'll probably be making a video on you know, on like what happened and why we didn't go. But I tried to make sure that we had all the information. Actually, I'll after this video, I'll probably do the pre-checkup that we have to do. Um, I'm honestly not sure if it's mandatory, but there's a pre-checkup we have to do. Oh, and I was supposed to call Aero Mexico today, but excuse me. I'll call them tomorrow morning to make sure that the time is correct and the same as it was before. Because a lot of times with these airlines, they change schedules quite a lot. So um, Gloria, which is the person that got us the tickets, is my well, my dad. They're just down the street. They're like 10 like yeah, like 10 minutes down the street. We just walk down. It's like a yeah, anyways, it doesn't really matter. But tomorrow we're going to Honduras, hopefully, if we do everything right. We got all our COVID tests back today and they all came negative. Great. Um uh right now Sheldon is packing for the trip, obviously, and I I put a single shirt inside my suitcase, but I'm gonna pack tomorrow. Obviously, I'm gonna kind of think of what I have to pack. I think kind of the essentials, like, well, my phone charger, wallet, ID, passport, clothes, and stuff like that. Probably the portable charger and stuff like that. Um, yeah, and I think ooh, turn that around just in case. You guys can't really see it, but there's quite a bit of personal information there. But it's just some because we aren't gonna get the vaccine for hepatitis A, B, and C. But the thing is, when you're out there, as long as you're careful, it's very unlikely that you will get some sort of disease, hepatitis A, B, or C. So as long as we take kind of the proper precautions, and I think we'll be good. Um, right now, just having a little bit of a drink, if you know what I mean, and also eating a chicken cutlet and a just some rice. um, if you asked me like a week ago, I think I was talking to Janelle. I can't really remember. Right? I don't. I hopefully I killed that fly. Um, that I actually kind of wasn't looking forward to. But if you asked me 3 weeks ago, I would have been so excited to go. But like yesterday or like a couple days ago, I would have said like I'm not really that excited to, because I went to a party the other day, and if you're wondering what that looked like, looked like you can look back to um October 30th, 2022. That day is the day the party happened. And also, you can look at the first photos that I took on disposable cameras because I have a little, um, ouch, I have a uh, little picture book here. And obviously, you can see the first photos that I took Honestly, the thing is, I genuinely, like, genuinely down to my heart, I really enjoyed this night. Here's Diego. We were at a Subway, right? Because we were hungry. We were at Keisha's house just before we went to the party. Uh, we just chilled for a bit, and then Keisha made me take some photos of them. There's Keisha and Diego on these two. Oh, these two photos. This is the photo Diego took of me and Keisha. That's Keisha. We were at her apartment. This I don't know. I think that's Diego right there. But I can't really tell even in person. So, but I really have to be. I want to start, getting into shape, and I'm not really that photogenic at this point, or at least I'm not really proud of it, of like what I look like. But here's some new other photos. There's Abby and David. There's uh I can't remember her name. Peyton. Peyton, I think is her name. Peyton and John. And yeah, and there's me and Amelia, which is I'm sure you know this story. But yeah. I honestly down to my heart love this night. It was just amazing. Yeah. I think yeah, that should be it for my first couple of photos. Yeah, that's it. But I'm watching Rick and Morty. I'm watching. I should be on episode 9 at 8:50 at 18:50, which is the time that I'm at right now, where it's just like uh well, basically just the whole premise. Well, actually not the whole premise, but Jerry is being hunted down by his wife that he soul bonded with, and then also Rick and his daughter went to the land that she created when she was a kid. Basically, I don't want to explain the whole thing. It's just like if you're curious on like what I was watching before I made this video, but um, I'm very excited to go to Honduras tomorrow. Obviously, if everything works out well, in which I'm quite skeptical. I'm checking out to the things, and I'll finish everything. Well, actually, I'll probably finish the pre-checkout of Sheldon and my dad tomorrow or tonight. And actually, I was supposed to bring a bunch of our receipts and income to our accountant tonight, but I have to figure all that out because I don't really know. It's not like it's a necessity before we go to the trip because we can technically still do it as long as it's before the year ends. And so it's on like medium priority. I'll try and get it done for tomorrow morning. But if not, then I'll like contact my our accountant and be like, I'll organize this, make sure that we have all the stuff for when we get back from the trip. In which, one thing that happened was actually when Sheldon came home. He came home like maybe an hour ago, maybe I'm not sure. Um, he came in. I told him to go get the suitcases inside the van because like I was in my pajamas and he just came in. Yeah, he still had his shoes on, so I'm like, bro, go get it. And then he came back, and then the suitcase. I grabbed mine. He grabbed his, and we got our suitcases from Yahida. Um, came in clutch because so we don't have to buy other suitcases. So we just borrowed some from her, and then a funny thing happened because it was kind of like I don't want Sheldon to hear this, but it was kind of like wholesome. Um, where I grabbed the suitcase, I put it on my bed. I'm like, so what do we pack? Like what do we do? Like, clothes, uh, our shoes. I'm bringing like an extra pair of shoes. I'm like, but like, what else do we pack? Like, so just our clothes and our shoes. And that's it. And he's like, I I have no idea. This is the first time I'm doing this, and like, Sheldon was just coughing real. And then we're both like, this is like, because this is the first time we're either of us are doing this. So we're like, so what do we pack? And then Sheldon's like, I don't know, man. This is the first time I'm doing this. I'm just gonna, And then I'm like, yeah, I guess you're right. So, um, I guess just pack the essentials. One thing I want to make sure that we do, because the capital city of Honduras is known to be kind of dangerous. I heard it was one of the most dangerous cities in the world. Um, but I want to make sure that we're not bringing more than $1,000 cash. Um, Tomorrow we're going to get some American bills because that's a lot easier to convert into Lempira, which is the currency of Honduras. When I'm at Honduras, I'm probably gonna get a few pieces of clothes, probably more pants, because I think I'm gonna bring 3 pairs of pants, because that's kind of all I have right now. Maybe two, because I don't know if the other one fits, because I grew quite a bit. So 2 or 3 pairs of pants, and I have plenty of shirts. I'm fine with that. Excuse me, I have plenty of underwear, but I'll probably buy some more there, you know. And socks. I'm gonna buy socks tomorrow. And hopefully everything works out tomorrow. I'm very excited. As I mentioned before, if you asked me a little while ago, I would have said I wasn't excited. Um, oh no. If you asked me like a while ago, I would have said I'm like very excited. And then a little while ago, I would have said like I don't really want to go. But now I'm pretty excited. And I was talking to our doctor, Dr. Mail. He's been our doctor since I was like fucking born or something like that. I don't know. The first time I remember him was like when I was like 6, 7, something like that. He's been like our doctor for like a while. And I was talking to him today because Sheldon made an appointment. But I went instead of Sheldon, and the he was a guy receptionist. I don't know what the name of that is called, but the receptionist was like, "Oh, so, like, have you done this before?" Because like he's like, "You should be Sheldon." He's like, he kind of looked. He was judging me for sure. He was like, "What the fuck are you doing, bro? Like, what are you doing?" So I was like, "Yeah, we've done this before." And but I talked to Doctor Mail a little bit. I got the prescription for Sheldon's. We're gonna get 2 more EpiPens for Sheldon, just in case. Because better have an extra one than have to go to an emergency. Well, actually, if it happens, he still has to go to emergency, but rather be safe than sorry and get an extra one just in case. In which it's about $100 per EpiPen, but you know, it's just keep Sheldon safe. Um, yeah, but I talked to Dr. Mill a little bit, and he was very happy, and he was very like enthusiastic that we were finally, because like he kind of not really saw us grow up, but like he saw like when we were young, and then where we are now, and it's kind of it's like it's wholesome, it's nice, it's cute that he cares that if we're going to this country to which we're going to meet our grandmother for the first time. And apparently she's kind of sick, and she might pass away relatively soon. I doubt it'll be this year, but maybe the next couple of years. And it's really important for my dad to have us see her, meet her, talk to her before things happen. She might pass away. And that was one of the things that I took into account, because I mentioned to my dad that like, maybe me and Sheldon shouldn't go on this trip, and maybe you should go alone. But then you mentioned that, I'm like, is $3,000 really going to stop us from like this very emotional kind of thing, right? Because I imagine my dad, if his grandmother passed away this year, next year, right? Before we went there, like that would he would probably regret that. Like not me or Sheldon, because we don't have that much emotional attachment to my dad's side grandmother. But just for my dad's sake, I want to meet my grandmother for his sake. I don't really have a desire to meet my grandmother on my dad's side, mostly because I don't have any emotional attachment, right? But for my dad's sake. But today I'll just do like a short 2-minute thing of what happened today. I woke up at like 10 o'clock, 9:40, 10 o'clock, kind of. I got out of bed like 10:05, kind of got ready because we actually had to do some stuff. We had to secure the skylight for CC, which is because their skylight wasn't secured. There was no screws, and CC that said that her husband mentioned that it wasn't secured. So we're like, okay, sure, we'll go secure it. And then after that, we secured it. Then we went to Dio, our accountant, and after that, we went to go get our COVID test over by the Life Labs. It's Fly Clear um, by YVR at the airport. And I barely made it to our doctor's appointment at 2:45. I think I made it like at 2:46, 2:47. Though either way, most doctors are a little bit late by like 5, 10 minutes, right? So I was like, I wasn't really worried, but I was like, Dad, can we hurry this up? But I remember, if you look back at this, today's date. I recorded a little bit of the beginning of when I was getting the COVID test, but then the lady said that I couldn't record, the actual process because like they have a rule or something that I can't record. So I was like, okay, sure. But you can look back on it if you want beforehand, um, or of this day because I record a little bit. But anyways, um, yeah, I should really do more like general life updates because I've been skipping days, weeks. I think it's been maybe a month, month and a half, maybe even 2 months since I last recorded something. So I think maybe some more if I'm not gonna record every day. I wrote in my journal the other day actually. What date was it? Yeah. Um wow. It was I wrote quite a bit. I think I wrote like 3 pages. Let's see, 2, 4, 4 pages. About 4 pages. And it was Friday, October 28th, 2022 at 8, no, not 9:57 p.m. is when I ended it. And I don't know. I remember when I was writing this, I was very conflicted writing this. I didn't know how to feel. Um, I was just kind of laying down what I felt in the moment because I remember, and which is part of part of what I wrote about this was Skylar, right? But I remember Skylar told me um, that like if you write as if someone's gonna read it, then like you're kind of like limiting yourself, and it's not that good. So I was like, okay, I'll just write what I feel and just write it. So in the beginning, I was very confident. I was very like, okay, this can happen. But then I'm feeling this way, and I'm sure that this is gonna happen. I'm gonna be successful and stuff like that, or at least I was leading up to that, right? But then after a while, I was just like, I'll just write what I feel. And in the moment, I was thinking about Skylar and how that situation happened and kind of like that. And I think I mentioned I was going to write a little bit later. So um, for sure, 100%, I'll write in Honduras. I'll um, I'll write something in Honduras and then have it as a memory. Maybe I'll for sure record Honduras. And for sure, I'll bring the disposable cinders because that seems amazing. But anyways, um, I don't really remember what I talked about today or this. video because I've been taking a few sips of, um, a drink, if you know what I mean. And just gonna watch Rick and Morty. You know, uh, I think more of the like purely personal and emotional stuff will be in this book, because I'm sure some things may like go back to this YouTube channel, as since I'm the owner of Four Roofing, some people might search my name and stuff like that. So I think this will just be, a little bit personal and business stuff, but this will hold my true personal stuff and personal life, emotions, experiences, and stuff like that. Because it's a bit more private. But I've been talking for about 20, 21 minutes now, and I think I'm gonna end it. And I'll for sure make a video tomorrow, like 100%. I'll make a video tomorrow because I want to document it. I want to document my first flight ever. My first flight, going on an airplane, excuse me, packing things and stuff like that. And then hopefully going on a flight because hopefully we haven't messed anything up. But yeah. Anyways, um, I'm gonna watch some Rick and Morty. Wait till my dad comes back, and then I'll get the passports for my brother and my dad. Finish their pre-checkup and finish my pre-checkup. And yeah, that's about it. I'm very excited, and things are starting to move. Um, not as in like recently, not business wise. I've been kind of slacking, but just life in general has been starting to move. And yeah, I'm sure I'll have more to talk about tomorrow, as in kind of what I mean by that. But anyways, it is a Thursday, November 3rd, 2022 at 7:58 p.m. And I'll see you in my next video, which will probably be tomorrow. I'll probably record on my phone, most likely. But maybe I'll make like a little video on my YouTube channel. Anyways, have a good night. Bye bye.